Aurelia Thornwood sat at a long oak table, her heart pounding as she turned the pages of a dusty tome. Today was the day she had been waiting for, the day her soulmate Mark would appear. Her fingers brushed over the glowing runes and symbols in the book, seeking comfort in their familiar shapes.
Please let it be perfect,
she whispered to herself. Aurelia stood among her peers, her gaze fixed on her wrist. A faint glow began to appear, but as it brightened, cracks spread across the once promising symbol. It flickered uneasily, a dying ember on her skin. Cale Evermere, a quiet figure in the corner, watched with a mixture of curiosity and concern. His own mark was an enigma, day and formless.
No one's ever seen one like that,
he murmured to himself. Aurelia and Kyle huddled over an ancient manuscript, their heads bent close together. Her voice was urgent, filled with a desperation that matched the growing mystery.
There has to be something here about broken marks,
she said, her fingers tracing a passage in the book.
If anyone knows, it's hidden in these pages,
Kyle replied, his eyes scanning the text.
Aurelia and Cale walked the cobbled path back to the dormitories, the weight of their discovery heavy between them. Strange sensations tugged at their consciousness, dreams that felt almost real.
Do you ever feel like something's pulling you?
Aurelia asked, her voice barely above a whisper.
All the time,
Kyle admitted, glancing at her with a knowing look. Aurelia and Kyle stood before an ancient tapestry, its threads woven with stories of love and loss. The realization came like a clap of thunder. An ancient curse intertwined their fates, a bond deeper than soulmates.
It's not just about soulmates,
Aurelia breathed, awe and fear mingling in her voice.
We're part of something much older,
Kyle replied, his voice steady despite the storm within. Aurelia and Kyle stood at the edge of the forest, knowing the risk that lay ahead. The headmaster's suspicions were growing, and darker forces gathered in the shadows.
We have to know the truth,
Aurelia said, determination lighting her eyes.
Even if it means everything changes,
Cale agreed, a hint of a smile daring to form as they stepped into the unknown, together.